You can now enjoy a traditional shepherd's pie without any meat. Over the Christmas season, it can be difficult to find something that will also be suitable for vegetarians, but we've got it sorted for you this Christmas. With our vegetarian shepherd's pie, you can easily satisfy all those cravings and have a nice Christmas meal. To start off with, we're going to prep all of our veg. So you want to chop up your carrots, celery, pepper and chilies, and you want to also prep your lentils. So we're using pure lentils in this recipe, and we've got 300 grams of pure lentils that you're going to part boil for 15 minutes. It will cook the rest of the way once you add it to the rest of your veg. In a large saucepan, you want to start by adding some oil and then slowly add your vegetables. We've gone in with our chilies, carrots and celery first, and make sure you give it all a really good mix. You then want to cover this and leave it to cook for about 5 minutes. Once that's cooked for about 5 minutes, you want to uncover, mix well and add your peppers. In this time, your lentils should have finished partly cooking and you're ready to add them in. You want to drain them first before adding them in and then mix them in really well. It doesn't matter if they're slightly hard at this stage because they'll continue to cook as we develop our shepherd's pie. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you want more Christmas recipes like this. Now going to start building the sauce and adding a lot of flavour to our shepherd's pie. So to start off with, we're going to start making our tomato base. For this, we've used 2 tins of plum tomatoes, some tomato puree and some vegetable stock. We've also added a little bit of ketchup here for some added sweetness. Whilst you're mixing it through, use your wooden spoon to break up some of those plum tomatoes. After this, you're ready to add your vegetable stock. If you find that your shepherd's pie looks a little bit dry at this point, you can add some more vegetable stock, or you can add some water to the tins of tomatoes you used previously and add this in. We're now ready to add our seasoning. This is really important to get a perfectly balanced shepherd's pie and add all of the flavour. So to start off with, we're going to add a decent amount of salt and then some pepper. To this, add some chili powder, dried thyme, garam masala and some Maggi liquid seasoning. Give that all a really good mix to make sure those spices are evenly distributed in your shepherd's pie. To complete our shepherd's pie, we're going to add 1 small bowl of peas. So these are frozen peas that will cook as this mixture cooks, and we're going to add some bay leaves. You then want to cover this and leave it to simmer for about 30 minutes to allow all those flavours to infuse in the sauce and those vegetables to cook. Whilst that's cooking, we're going to get started on our mash. So we're using a mix of sweet potatoes and normal Maris Piper potatoes in our mash. You're going to boil them, and once they're boiled, you're just going to season your mash with some salt, pepper and add some butter and cream cheese. You want to use a masher to mash your potatoes. You can adjust the amount of butter and cream cheese that you put into your taste. We also like our mash to be slightly cheesy, so we've added a bit of cheese after we started mashing it. Once it's nice and smooth, leave it to one side. Now preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and whilst that's heating, we're going to assemble our shepherd's pie. Add your vegetable and lentil mix to a baking tray and then top it with some mash. Now take a fork and score the mash. This helps it go extra crispy in the oven. We then like to top our mash with a layer of cheese. Once it's assembled, it'll look something like this, and then you can bake it in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes or until the top is nice and golden and crispy. Once it's done, it'll look something like this, and you can serve this with your favourite greens. There you have it, a delicious vegetarian shepherd's pie that's topped with a crispy cheesy layer. This is perfect for your Christmas meal and is a guaranteed crowd pleaser.